Hey guys, how's it going? It's been a while. I'm Maikeru. It's good to see you guys again. Thanks for watching. This is the Death Mountaineers YouTube channel, and it's been a long winter, and frankly I'm sick of the snow, I'm sick of the cold. Let's get our minds off it. Let's go to the beach, the palm trees, the surf. Maybe I'll just play DOA Xtreme. Created by Tecmo's Splinter Cell Team Ninja, DOA Xtreme is a series that has spanned 3 console generations and 14 years. These games didn't come out of nowhere though, so it'd be only right to take a quick look into its parent series, Dead or Alive, a fighting game released in arcades in 1996. Since its inception, DOA has been ported to just about every console in existence, including even the 3DS. It focuses on fast-paced fighting, a good countering system, and its character design, which has in turn brought this series a large but cult following. I happen to have accrued a few of these games myself over the years, in addition to all the Xtreme games, so without further ado, let's dive right in. I come from a place that's cold as fuck 8 months out of the year, so it only makes sense that one of the most popular beach sports was invented right down the street in a town called Holyoke. Since then, it's grown to become an internationally recognized Olympic sport, and in the early 2000s spawned a series of game titles including Outlaw Volleyball and Beach Strikers, as well as the DOA spin-off Xtreme on the Xbox. Definitely no reoccurring themes here. So let's look at DOA Xtreme 1. First off, I have to be open and honest with you guys, this game is really an excellent volleyball sim. For real though, the gameplay here is airtight and fluid. No, it's not complicated, but it is challenging and responsive, as well as the only game I know of that took advantage of the original Xbox's pressure-sensitive buttons on the controller. How hard you hit the button determines how hard you hit the ball, as well as how far you jump in the pool hop minigame. Though it's slightly confusing at first, once you get into it, playing the volleyball portion of the game is a ton of fun. There is also a fantastic licensed reggae ska soundtrack featuring classics like the Spice Girls and the Baha Men, as well as one of my personal favorite bands, Real Big Fish. However, there's a lot more here than that to look at. Xtreme 1 set up the blueprint for the rest of the series. The ladies of the DOA tournament have been invited to Zack Island for some sun and fun. There's a lot to do here besides playing volleyball. There's 3 accessory shops, one sells bathing suits, the other 2 accessories. You earn money by competing in volleyball matches and mini games to buy yourself new stuff. Your vacation is also measured by day, and there's 3 events you can take part in per day. At dusk, you return to your hotel, receive a present from Zack, and are then given the option to go to the casino and gamble all your hard-earned money away. The casino includes blackjack, poker, slots, and a roulette table. It's actually well simulated and a lot of fun, especially if you win big. This allows you to buy some of the more expensive bathing suits, because they're the cutest, you know? You want your character to look their best, right? All of this depth is placed on top of an extensive relationship system built into the game. Part of completing DOA Xtreme is collecting all of the items in the game, but this can only be done through trading, as each individual character has a specific set of bathing suits only they can buy. Meaning, you either have to give all your suits to another character or receive suits from them. This requires getting them to like you, which is fucking impossible. Seriously, all these girls hate each other from the get-go, and to get one to even give you the time of day is incredibly time-consuming. To do this, you have to play volleyball or mini-games with them, give them gifts in their preferred color, or harass the shit out of them. But it's worth it when you get the perfect bathing suit for your character that matches their hair. This game isn't all hard work though. If you want, you can just hang out by the pool or explore any of the environments on the islands for some R&R. After a while though, your vacation does end, and the ladies go home, after which the volcano erupts, destroying Zack's island. But no worries, DOA Xtreme 2 was released 3 years later for the Xbox 360. As well as adding graphical updates and a new character, Kokoro, Team Ninja created a brand new physics engine for the boobs, characters, that was met with mixed reviews. Zack has rebuilt his island and once again invited the ladies back for vacation. This title was essentially more of the same, but had some significant additions. One was the inclusion of a jet ski racing mode, which is exactly Wave Race 64, but with DOA characters. It's actually a ton of fun, and you can earn a lot of money really quick once you get good at it. You can even do tricks as well, because 2000s. And because of this, the shop now includes new and faster jet skis to buy, as well as accessories and swimsuits. Another addition here is extra mini games that can be purchased, including flag racing, water sliding, and booty bump. A choice of hotels was added in as well, so you can now pick between 3 that match your character's preferences. The difficulty spiked in this game a little bit, and the button sensitivity isn't there, but all in all, it's a lot of fun. The soundtrack is once again amazing, and it's a great time sink. The core gameplay is still there and is just as tight. I would say DOA X2 is the definitive title for the series, though the graphics for Xtreme 3 far surpass the second installment, and that's just my opinion. At the end of your 2-week Dead or Alive Xtreme 2 vacation, Zack Island is once again destroyed by the volcano in the center, and Zack is then abducted by aliens. At this point, DOA Xtreme disappeared for what most of us thought would be forever, but lo and behold, 10 years later in 2016, Koei Tecmo released DOA Xtreme 3, or Fortune, for the PS4. Fans rejoiced, for their favorite game series was coming back after such a long time and in HD. This excitement was short-lived, however, as Koei Tecmo announced that Xtreme 3 would not be released in the US or Europe. Hearts broke. Right hands, hopes were empty. Why was this happening? Well, it turns out a Western rogue faction of pseudo-politicals, known as Social Justice Warriors, or SJWs for short, hate volleyball. That's right, Koei Tecmo cowed to the might of these naysayers, and we did not get our game. However, there is a way. The Asian international release has English subtitles. You have to order it from overseas, it'll take forever, and it's expensive as hell, but if you're a true volleyball fan like me, you know it's worth it. And don't buy the Japanese version or you'll have to send it back like me because there's no subs. So at this point, you're probably thinking to yourself, Mike, was it worth $84.99 USD for this game? To which I would reply, duh, I'm all about volleyball, fool, and this game has it. Once again, Zack has built up his island, and this time around, it's stunning. Volleyball looks so good in high def, and the PS4 is really just amazing. But let's talk about the game. There's been some altercations here that I don't like. The wave race sim has been taken out, which is a huge bummer, but the mini games are all unlocked from the beginning, which is cool. The selection button is mapped to circle, and back is mapped to X, which drives me up a fucking wall. Why would they do that? Circle is almost universally canceled. Like, I don't, can somebody just... The casino has also dropped the slots, which is confusing to me. Maybe they were too easily exploited in the other games, but I feel like some simple number adjustments could have fixed that. I like the slots. There's also 4 new characters, but Christy and Lisa are gone. And without Lisa, the game's kinda lighter, if you know what I mean. Regardless though, most of what we were looking for is here. The volleyball is still great, the mini games are a pleasant distraction if nothing else, and the relationship system is still ridiculously difficult, and there's some really well designed assets to admire. Additionally, there's a whole new mode that's been added. Zack has once again rebuilt his entire island, but this time he's left it in the player's care. This makes you the owner of the island, and it's now your job in manager mode to document the goings on and keep the girls happy by getting them stuff and taking pictures of them. Unfortunately, the eShop is unavailable to US players as this is a Chinese game, so there is a lot of DLC that we just don't have access to over here. Still though, there's a lot to be unlocked here, and you won't be finishing this game anytime soon, and there's a special surprise for you at the end as well. When all is said and done though, I'd recommend Xtreme 2 if you're looking into the series. It's super cheap and the graphics are good enough. It has the most gameplay out of all of them and the soundtrack is exceptional. I actually truly enjoy these games though, and I recommend you give them a shot as you'd probably be surprised at how fun they actually are. Also, there's boobs. Hopefully you like this retrospective on DOA Xtreme. It was a lot of fun to make, I really enjoyed it, and I actually honestly do like these games quite a bit. Stay tuned for the future. If this is your first time viewing, make sure you like the video and subscribe for more, because we're always going to be coming back and putting out the best content we can for you. So again, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you next time.